We made it back home from the hunt, and now I want to show you guys how to fully breast out a goose. Alright, so we have our goose, and then I've got my Ziploc bag for the breasts when we're done. I've got the knife, and then we have a trash bag. This is going to be for feathers. So I'll go ahead and open that up and just hang it on this chair here. And then we have some water just to clean our hands, things like that. So first thing I like to do is basically just start pulling the feathers off of the goose. So I'm taking these, I'm grabbing them with my hand, and I'm pulling straight up. Just kind of ripping these feathers off. And you'll notice as we get a little bit further here that it'll expose a lot of that breast. You'll be able to see it. You want to try to grab them as low as you can so that you're really picking them off the skin. And that's going to be the best way to get the feathers off the breast. Usually the breast is okay for picking feathers. It's when you get, you know, around the legs and some of the other areas it's a little harder to pluck those feathers off. Just kind of pulling them up. The quicker you pull, the easier they pluck. I'm going to try to keep your hands dry during this process, or the feathers are going to get really sticky to your hands. But basically, I think that's pretty good. You want to be able to feel the middle breastbone right here, and then you can feel where the breast cage ends, rib cage ends right here at the bottom, and then you can kind of feel where those breasts go up at the top. So might even need to take off actually a little more up here. I think that's about good. So we've got our goose here, and then I'm going to take my knife and basically just going to slit right along the breastbone, try to get that skin up. Going to kind of slice there, and then usually what you can do is if you get a little piece started without cutting into the breast meat, you can just get your thumb under there and you start peeling it back and just working it and then exposing that breast. So that's kind of why I pick those feathers out first, so that this part's a little easier to not get feathers all in your goose meat. So I'm just going to continue to expose this breast all the way around. Do the same thing over here. If it's not started like that, you got a lot of fat clinging on, you can just kind of poke your knife under there, get it started, and then start working your fingers again. Alright, so we've got this pretty much clean, devoid of feathers, which have now ended up on my PJ pants. But essentially, you're going to take the knife right along this breastbone here. So I'm just going to get my knife in there, and I'm just going to cut right up against that breastbone. You can kind of pull it away, and you can actually see the meat coming right off the bone. And the one thing to note is that there's two pieces of meat here. The breast on top, and then I can actually pull away this piece right here. That's actually the tenderloin. That's probably one of the more delicious pieces of goose. So that you definitely want to get. So make sure you're getting all the way underneath there. So once I have that cut, you can kind of think of this is the wishbone. So this is going to go diagonally towards the front of the bird. So you can see right here how it kind of goes down. So what I'm going to do is take my knife on this side, and I'm going to do the same thing. I'm just going to cut down with that wishbone all the way to the end. Then you can kind of see how the breast peels up there. And now we're just kind of breaking it away from the skin up there at the top. So pretty much I've got most of it right there. So keep working back on this breastplate to get that tenderloin off, just like that. And I'm just working down that breast plate. And you can kind of expose the bottom half of the breast here, and I'm going to go down the breastplate on that one. Alright, so we pretty much have this bottom free. A little bit of skin there and fat. Trim that off so we can pull this breast out cleanly. Basically, I'm just following the breast, you know, not cutting into it, but just following it around. All right. we got it out. It's the tenderloin right there, and then this is the giant piece of breast. So we did pretty good, and we didn't get a ton of feathers on it. That is how you breast out a big old fat winter goose.
So thanks for checking out the channel. I hope you enjoyed the video, and if you did, go ahead and click this free subscribe button right here. You can also check out our next video over there, or our most recent uploads just above my head. Thanks so much. We'll see you next time on CO Fish Pro.